Flosstube, welcome to my channel. My name is Lynn and I'm a Lancashire Stitcher. Today is Sunday the 15th of May 2022 and this is Flosstube number 45. If you're new here, welcome. This is a channel mainly about cross stitch, but I do include other crafts sometimes, and if you're returning, welcome back. It's lovely to be chatting with you all again. I'd like to start by thanking people for buying me a coffee, a KOFI, on the link below in the description box. It's very much appreciated and it helps me to post off the giveaways that I do. So thank you. I've got quite a lot to talk about today, quite a lot to show as well. So let's get cracking. So the first thing I'm going to do is show you a fully finished item. And sorry, I'm losing my voice, and it is my Jingle Berry, Upright Berry by Erica Michaels. So this is stitched on 28 count Miss Scarlet linen by Sparklies, and I've finished it in the Upright Berry, as you can see. This trim isn't the called for trim. I used Snuggly Bunny yarn, and then I knit a few rows, made it long enough to go around, and then I've stitched it onto the bottom, and then the little bobble again I just cast on 3 stitches and did a couple of rows, cast off, and then folded it over and made it into a little ball, and then stitched that on. And then we've got some little bells at the top with the little ribbon, and on the bottom it's just a piece of black navy blue fabric on a piece of card, just to give it that stability to stand up. So there you go, that's my little Upright Berry. Okay, so that's my fully finish. Where do I put it? I'll put it there. And then I've got a couple of finishes too. And the first one is my Mill Hill Monday piece, Wanda's Wands. There we go, it's finished. Let's put this behind just to make it a bit more clear. There you go, completely finished. Everything's done on it. Lots of lovely beads in there. And I'm so glad to get it finished. And I have started a new Mill Hill Monday piece that I'll talk about shortly. But yeah, finished Wanda's Wands. So there we go. And then my other finish is one of my Letters of the Month pieces, which had a go of a finish. And it's 3 Little Maids by Heritage. So it's finished now, absolutely finished. So there we go. All I had to do was to stitch most of the 3rd owl, and it's done. So yeah, so it needs a wash and an iron obviously, but yeah, it's finished. The first owl, there's a line down it at the minute. You can see the line down there. Basically it was in my Q-snap, so that'll come out once I've washed it and ironed it. So there we go, those are my finishes. It's just nice to have a couple of finishes. It's not often it happens, but yeah. Right, now on to new starts. I've obviously been in the mood for new starts recently, because I have started a few things. So my first new start is this, which is Simple Gifts Grace by Praiseworthy Stitches. You may remember in my last video I showed the threads that I'd bought from Nimble Thimble to do this, and I'm doing it as a stitch along with Hazel, and we've called it Praiseworthy Stitches SAL. So if anybody's interested in joining our SAL, you can stitch any Praiseworthy Stitches chart, any design, and just use the hashtag. I'll put it down at the bottom of the screen. So yeah, and I'll show you what I've done so far. Put that behind so you can see. There we go. That is what I've got done so far. So I'm trying to do 1 thread a day on this, just to keep me focused on it, and it's really working out well at the minute. So yeah, I'm really happy with how that's coming along. It only uses 3 shades of purple. So yeah, really happy with that. Obviously I'm going to have to move it into a bigger hoop or Q-snap. But yeah, there we go. Oh, that's been stitched on. It's just 32 count antique white linen. So yeah, that's that one. And then my next new start is Take Time to Stitch by Jeanette Douglas Designs. I bought this as it was the chart and the threads. I got it from Nimble Thimble a while ago. And then I'll tell you in a minute about the fabric that I got for it. So yeah, Take Time to Stitch by Jeanette Douglas. And forward. That is what I've got done so far. So this fabric is, it's got a little tag on it. It's 36 count Milk and Honey by Fibre on a Whim. And I got it with a gift voucher that I won. I'll just show you this first. So yeah, it's all different stitches in there. It's stitched over 2 with 1 thread. It's different Gloriana silks. There's all sorts in it. Classic Colourworks Belsoir and something else, and I can't think. I'll put it down below. But yeah, the fabric, I won it. I won a voucher. You know, I'm doing the Letters of the Month sale, and last year we were told that there was going to be a winner of somebody who managed to keep going for the whole year and managed to do the goals on each piece. And then it was only a couple of weeks ago, and they put up on the Facebook group that I'd won from last year. So yeah, I was quite happy. I won a £10 voucher for Peakside Needleworks, and I ordered that fabric, and I ordered something else that I'll show you at the end. I had to put a little bit too, but yeah, it was, I just thought I had to get the fabric to start that because I really wanted to start that design. So yeah, that's what I got. So yeah, okay, next new start is, really happy I got this started, At the Met by Mirabilia. And I've left it in the Q-snap because then you can see this fabric, because this fabric is gorgeous. Let me just take the thing off. There's the other needle. Oh dear. There it is. Right. This fabric is gorgeous. Look at that fabric. This is 32 count Aries linen by Sparklies, and I just love that fabric. So I've only got a little start on the design, but yeah, I just love that fabric. I think I might have to get it again for something else, I don't know what, but yeah, I just love it. So yeah, so that's At the Met. It started at the Met, and there's the picture. There you go. So basically I've done a bit of the belt going across the waist and then a bit of the top part of a dress. So yeah, we'll be stitching on her again. But yeah, I just love that fabric. I keep saying it, but I do. So yeah, that's At the Met. Right, and then one more new start is my Mill Hill Monday piece, and it's only a little one this time. It's Bee Gnome by Mill Hill, and it's one of the Garden Gnomes collection. And I've only got a little start because it's only been one Monday that I've stitched on it, and I've done his beard, and that's his face. So yeah, so that's my new Mill Hill Monday piece. Love that. I just love that. It's so cute. So yeah, there we go. So they're my new starts. And then whips. I've only got a couple of whips because I've had so many finishes and new starts. So first one as always is Lady of the Flag by Mirabilia, and I've not done much on her. I was on a coach ramble last Sunday, so I didn't stitch on her last Sunday, but I did stitch a little bit the Sunday before, and I'll put the board on it so you can see. And all I've done is the blue. I've done some blue, and I might have done a little bit more of the red too, but I'm not sure. But yeah, this fabric is 32 count Hurricane Murano Regana by Pole Stitches. So yeah, really enjoying her. I took her out of the bigger Q snaps because I really struggle to stitch using the bigger Q snaps, and I prefer to put her in an 11 by 11 and then just take her out, and then I could put something else in the Q snaps. But yeah, there we go. She'll be stitched on later today, so she will have some progress later. So yeah, that's my Lady of the Flag. And then my other, no, I've got two more whips. This next one is Royal Holiday by Mirabilia. Stitching this as part of the USNZ Royal Holiday SAL, along with Amy Globetrotting Stitcher, Sarah Stitch Addict, Kate the Scottish Stitcher, Nancy Duquette and Andreas. And again, I've had one Wednesday that I've not managed to stitch on her because I was on a walk this Wednesday, so not much progress, but I have stitched a bit more of a dress. So yeah, a little bit of progress, but not a great deal. This fabric is 32 count Dusky Rose Murano Regana by Pole Stitches. There we go. Just love this design. Just so nice. Nice and Christmassy without being overtly Christmassy. So yeah. There we go. And then my other whip is my travel stitch, which is a knitted sampler by October House Fibre Arts. And that is my progress. And I've realised when I've been doing these hearts here on this side, I've made a mistake in this. I've missed a line out, so I need to unstitch the bottom bit and then add the row in, and then because it's supposed to go down to here and it doesn't, it's a bit higher up, so it needs a bit adding on, but it's not far off a finish, this, so hopefully it'll get finished shortly. That'll be another finish. Okay, so that's my travel stitch, and there are all my whips. Yay! So that's all my stitching for this month. Wow. Okay, so don't fall off. Let's do the giveaway. So in my last video, I was giving away this Hands On Designs Snow Block Party, and you had to say the word snow. And the winner is Gina Stitches, and I'm really happy Gina's won it. Honestly, she was the first person drawn. I never do more than one. But yeah, Gina has won this. So I'll get this in the post to you soon, Gina. If you message me, remind me of your address, because I don't think I've still got it. And I'll get it in the post to you. So yeah, I've been talking to Gina quite a bit recently. We do have something in the pipeline, but I'm not telling anything yet. But yeah, okay. Let's do stash enhancement. So, stash enhancement. So, as I was saying, I got this token. Oh, by the way, I am having another giveaway later on. So, yeah, I got this voucher as part of the Letters of the Month SAL. And I bought the fabric with it. So, that was one bit of it. And then I also bought this. The Fox by Cottage Garden Samplings. I always get them mixed up. I saw this at the Nimble Thimble and didn't buy it. And then I saw somebody actually stitching on it at the Nimble Thimble, but didn't go and buy it. And then when I won the voucher, I just thought, I've got to get that. So yeah, I've got the fox. So that's the other thing I bought with my Peakside voucher. And then a lovely lady on Facebook, who I've been friends with on Facebook for a while, asked me if I wanted a Bella Filipina chart, because she said she wasn't going to be stitching it. She knew she wouldn't stitch it, and she knew I liked Bella Filipina designs. Pardon me. So she asked me if I'd like it. So I said, yeah, sure, that'd be nice, lovely. Anyway, so I got it the other day, and it's this one. My ring light in the way, and it's called Queen Flower Fairy. Yeah, Queen Flower Fairy. So yeah, thank you, Jeanette, for this. I will stitch it at some point. Don't know when, but when I live to be 300 perhaps. But yeah, hopefully we'll get stitched on. So yeah, thank you for that. So that's my stash enhancements. That's all I've got over the past 2 weeks. So let's move on to my knitting. So as you know, I'm knitting from this pattern. It's a Hayfield pattern, and it's this blanket that I'm knitting. It's a bobble blanket, and it's using this yarn, which is the Call For yarn, Hayfield Baby Chunky. It's a light grey colour. And my progress, now I haven't got too much progress on this because I've been showing some ladies how to crochet at the library. Well, on the day that I do my knitting, I have a craft and chat session, and a lady had asked me if I'd show her how to crochet because she'd love to learn how to crochet. So I said, yeah, fine, no problem. So I did that the other week, and then last week, the Friday just gone, another lady came and said, will you show me how to crochet? So yeah, so I've been showing people how to crochet, but I do a bit of it as well. So yeah, I'm in the way. So all I've got done up to now, I think, is from the top bobble up. So I've been doing this bit that does a diagonal purl stitch, and then it goes all the way down to the bottom. So yeah, that's my blanket. In my last video I did ask about what I could do with it, and I had so many suggestions, so thank you very much for that. But I think what I've decided to do, because the majority of people were telling me to do this, is to actually give it to my grandson. And I asked my daughter, the one in South Wales, and she said, oh yeah, it'd be nice that, because he'd be able to use it as a lap blanket in winter, especially with the price of fuel going up, price of energy. She said it'd be just really nice for him to use as a lap blanket. So I'm just going to finish it off and then send it to her. So thank you very much, everybody, for that. That's a brilliant idea, because I didn't want to just let it go, because like I say, it's taken a while to do this. So yeah, so thanks for all those ideas, very much appreciated. Alright, so let's get on to my walks. Well, you might notice I have a bit of sunburn. I got sunburnt yesterday. I'll talk about yesterday in a minute. But yeah, I got some, even my legs got sunburnt yesterday. I had shorts on for the walk, and my legs never get sunburnt. You know, I wear summer dresses in summer, and I've never got sunburnt on my legs. And yesterday they got sunburnt, but I only realised when I got in the bath when my legs stung, and it was like, oh, why are my legs stinging? And I looked at sunburn. Okay, so this is what happens when you're outside a lot, isn't it? So walks. I've done a few walks over the last few weeks. The first one was a 5.5 miles walk in a place called Healy Nab, which is over towards Chorley. I'll put a couple of pictures up for each of these walks. That was a nice walk. It was nice to do a shorter walk, because I've got into the longer distance walks now. It was nice just to do a 5.5 mile walk, and at the end feel okay, not feel tired or sore feet or things like that. So it was nice to do that. And then last Sunday I went on a coach ramble, where we get a coach, go to a different location, go for a walk and get the coach back. And this coach was to Ashbourne, which is in the Peak District. and I did a 10.5 mile walk there, and it was a lot of up and down, which was nice. It was quite strenuous, but it was listed as a strenuous walk. But yeah, it was nice, a nice walk, and yeah, really enjoyed it. The weather was fine, so yeah, it was nice. And then on Wednesday just gone, I went on a walk from Rottenstall. Rottenstall is in the Rossendale Valley in Lancashire. It's not too far away from here. And it was an 8.5 mile walk, and we went from Rottenstall to what's called Compton's Cross, which is it's basically a stone cross. The guy who led the walk actually told us, he showed us what used to be called Compton's Cross, which was basically just a stone in the ground. But then in the early 1900s, they built a proper stone cross. So I'll put pictures up of them. And then obviously we walked back a different way. So that was a nice walk. It did rain a little bit on that day, but only a couple of light showers, and then it brightened up. It was a lovely day. And then yesterday, I went on a walk up Whernside. Whernside is a hill in Yorkshire, and it's one of the Yorkshire Three Peaks. A lot of people do all three hills, three peaks. They're close together in one, and it's 24 miles, I think, 26 miles to do all three. And the hill we went up, which was Whernside, when you're at the top, it's 2,500 feet high. So there were a lot of people up there. A lot of them were doing the three peaks, but we just did the one. And it was a lovely day. And I did put sun cream on before I went, but I forgot to take it with me. And of course, you're sweating. So yeah, and I came back and then realised my arms were bright red, which I'm not sure if you can see it, but my arms are red. And like I say, my legs are also sunburnt. So yeah, but yeah, it was, I was quite nervous about doing it because I knew the height of the hill, and I knew it's the highest of the three peaks. But it was a lovely walk. It was like you'd go up a bit and then it'd level off, and then it'd go up a bit more and level off, and it was like that. And we walked, it was like a V. You went along and then up. I got my photo taken at the trig point at the top, which I've put up. And like I say, it was very busy up there. And then coming down was the hardest bit because we went down the steep side, and it was quite rocky, and it was quite long. But we did get an ice cream when we got to the bottom, so it was nice. And then we walked across back towards what's called Ribblehead Viaduct, a big bridge. And then we were walking back to the cars and we heard a train, but it was a steam train. So I managed to get a picture of the steam train on the bridge, on the viaduct. So that was really nice. It was nice to get to actually see a steam train on it. But it was surprising because the engine of the steam train, it didn't have the chimney like you expect to see on a steam train. So yeah, but it was really nice. And I was really glad I went. Like I say, I was really nervous about going, especially after the walk I did the other week to hike up Nick, which was really challenging. But it was a lovely walk. Really enjoyed it. That was 8.5 miles. So yeah, but doing that, I actually finished a virtual challenge that I've been doing since I signed up for the challenge in December 2020. It's called the Land's End to John O'Groats Virtual Challenge, and basically you walked 1,084 miles which was comparable to walking from Land's End to John O'Groats, and you had a map on the app, so you could see where you were as each walk was completed. And I actually finished it yesterday, so I'm going to get a medal. So yeah, it was really nice to finish that, and I think the mileage I had left, I think I finished it as I got to the bottom of Whernside. So yeah, it was it was nice. So yeah, so I've done, but yeah, I signed up for it in December 2020, but then we got put in lockdown in January, or over Christmas we got put in lockdown again. So basically all I could do was walk around the streets, which wasn't very motivating. So I didn't really get the mileage in until I started going for proper walks around May last year, when you could actually start going out again. And then when I started walking with the Ramblers around June, July last year, that's when the mileage started getting better. But yeah, I'm really glad I did it. It's made me a lot fitter, quite a bit healthier. And of course I'm now doing the 1,000 miles challenge, where you do 1,000 miles in a year. And I'm just short of 400 miles since January 1st for that challenge. So yeah, I'm on course to complete that too. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. Really glad I'm doing those challenges. It just gives you that little bit of a push to do it. So yeah, this when I was talking to somebody yesterday who leads the walks, the first sort of walks I did, the health walks, and I was saying about how they gave me the push to carry on walking and keep going. So yeah, really glad I started doing those. And I was saying about how you used to just do 3 or 4 miles on those walks, and at the beginning I'd finished that and think I'd had enough, you know, and now I'm walking 12 miles sometimes. And yeah, so if you're fit enough to, you know, unless you've got really bad health problems, I really suggest you just try doing some well-being walks or health walks, just to get yourself going, get yourself walking and moving about, because it really helps. It's definitely helped my mental health, definitely. So yeah, okay, so they are my walks, and let's do the giveaway. This time I am going to give away 2 charts that I was given in a package, and they are Prairie Schooler Santas. So I've got the 2019 Santa, which is this one, and then I've got the 2021 Santa, which is this one. I'm going to give them both away together. It's just the card with the chart on the back. So if you'd like these, let's have the word Santa. Okay, have the word Santa. I know it's a bit early to be talking about Christmas, but let's have the word Santa. You don't have to put it in a sentence, you can just say the word in your comment. And please be over 18 so you can give me your address. Please don't say the word giveaway or anything else that tells people that I'm giving something away. And please comment before the 28th of May. That's the weekend that I'm going to be doing my next video. So the 28th of May, you must comment by. But yeah, the word Santa, S-A-N-T-A, Santa, for those charts. Okay? But yeah, so my next video is due on the 28th of May. That's the weekend that I'm on the craft and golf weekend with my husband. And I will take my ring light and stuff to do my video there, but it completely depends on the facilities that are there. If I've got the internet, I'll also take my laptop so I can edit it if I can, you know, if the internet's good enough, I can edit it and upload it. Otherwise, I will put a message on YouTube to say that facilities aren't good enough. I'll do the video when I get home. So yeah, but that's when the video is due, that weekend. So yeah, hopefully I'll be able to do it, because it would be nice to do it from a different location. So yeah. Whew. Right, so I think I've done everything now. Everything, life update, basically it's just me walking at the minute, you know, it's just, things are just turning over, you know, just, like I said, the business has quietened down a bit, but it's ticking over, but yeah, it's just getting along, and I really need to sort this room. I'm going to actually move into the next bedroom as well. I'm not sure if I've said this before, but my husband has the other room as a games room, but he never uses it, and it's just sat there. And I keep thinking, well, I could do with the room like as a storage room, and then have a room that's a working room where I actually do things and everything's kept in the other room. So that is supposed to be happening, but it's getting the time to actually do it. So yeah, hopefully it'll happen soon. So I think that's it for today. I can't think of anything else. I've shown everything I wanted to show. So let's leave it at that. So have a good 2 weeks. Hopefully the weather's fine where you are. Please don't get sunburn. But yeah, happy stitching, and be kind, take care of yourselves and those you love, and bye for now.